Hey Scrappin' Divas, this is Anna coming to you with a quick little video of this and that. Okay, so let's get the ball rolling. Okay, now, I was watching a tutorial by Chan, C-H-A-N, number 4, Crafts. I want to put her information down below. And she was doing these bookmarkers that I thought were so stinking cute out of ribbon. And so I just brought out some of my old silk flowers and some buttons, and you can use 3 to 5 of the ribbons, and you can put them all in between the pages, so you can hold up to like 3 to 5, however many ribbons you have is how many pages you can go back and forth with instead of just using it for one. So and you don't want to put heavy stuff right here. I know we like to put like maybe heavier flowers. You need something that can handle a lot of touching, wear and tear, and it's not gonna, get destroyed. Like paper flowers, I think would get destroyed. You wouldn't want to add really heavy embellishments on it. So, and I used the silk little flowers and buttons and bling. That's kind of how I did it. This one I made it was a smaller one. And if you notice down here, I put little blings on the bottom. I hot glue gunned them because we know these bad boys will fall off. So, and I used just buttons and layered the bling on it, and in the back, same thing. Right here, same thing, flat back, and I just sewed the back of this one. And then this is how it looks. This is my, excuse me, this is my Bible. So, for instance, here's the top part of mine, right? And here's the back. And then down here, the blings, you can see them hang out. And I love it. This is the actual one that comes, of course, with the Bible. But let's say you are, for instance, there's the one, okay, that I wanted to save. Let's say I wanted to save something out. There's the second one, and then you have the third one. So they all stay in here really nice if you need to save multiple pages, like for people that are in school and you're studying and you need to, you go back and forth on stuff. And it stays perfect. See, and this is just a little flower applique type thing. Really cute. Right here is my study Bible. So right here is a big button with a bling, and then another button, it was in the back. And I sewed these two together. So you can either, I don't hot glue gun because I think wear tear, they'll end up falling off. So if you have 2 buttons and it has 4 holes here, 4 holes in the back, you can go all the way through. Or if you have one that has 2 holes here, 2 holes in the back. This one right here had 4 and this one had 2. So right here you don't see the bling, but I only sewed through the top part of the 2. Down here there is no thread going through it. But you can't tell because I put the bling over it. So see right here, same thing. It has the 3 on 3 different pages. So that's how it looks, okay? So you can check out her tutorial on that. And this right here is a new punch, and that's at Joann's. Love it. It makes flowers, ladies. Yay! So you just do, it's 2 12 by 12s. And you slide your 12 by 12 too. And I'm going to say this is maybe about 1.5 inches. And it cuts it out on its own. So when you punch it out, all you see are these petals, and then you have like this 1/4 inch right here is what the, let me just show you. This is the flower it makes, okay? And this is scrap paper. And you see the reason why you need 2 is because you need to offset the petals. And you'd probably prefer to do paper that's 2-sided. And then this is how it looks, see? On the bottom. You see that little 1/4 inch gap right there? That's so that when you wind it around your finger, pencil, paintbrush, whatever it is, that's what it is, and it gives it dimension. And I just used a little circle punch and covered the whole backing. And I curled these, all the little petals, I curled those. And I curled them before I wrapped it up. So you do 2 12 by 12 strips, and then you do the one strip that's like this, then the second strip you're going to offset the petals so that you have one on every, there's no gaps. And then that's when you start spinning them around. It's really super easy, and I just put some stamens in there. It's my first attempt. I'll be making more, but I really loved that it makes it a dimensional flower. It's really cute. $17.99, use the coupon. That's what I'm talking about, right? Then I've been working on my molds, and I bought them from moldmuse. It's MOLDMUSE, and that's their Etsy name, and I'll have the information down there. And these are the molds I made. Okay, so look at how super gorge, right? It makes them flawless. I love it. So all I did is, when you use the molds, because I tried making my own mold. Yeah, not a very successful story. Let me show you how it looks when you make your own, because they don't turn out as pretty. And if they do, to the ladies who can make it happen, you guys are awesome. See, I did a cameo. Oops. And of course the image turned out nice, right? Can't complain about how the image turned out, but look. It looks all distorted because it's very hard. Look at that. In here you could totally see my thumbprint trying to squeeze it in. So it's very hard to work with that, because when you make your own mold, it's not rubbery, so it's not easy to pop these out. So they get all jacked up. So I tried to do it with a cameo, and I tried to do it with this little locket I had, but of course it makes it thick. This one turned out okay. It wasn't too bad, but I'm going to still use them. And plus, once you mix them and put them inside your, your little flowers, and how you guys bunch everything up, how we all bunch everything up, and if you were to tuck it in, you wouldn't even notice. This right here is the button. You guys probably definitely all recognize that. But this was a mold I made, but look at how thick it is, and how in the back it doesn't look really clean. See, on this one right here, it's very clean in the back, and it's very flat, and it's not super thick. And that's using these molds. See how intricate everything is? So when how I do it is, when I put everything inside, I flatten it out, and I actually do this, and I go all the way around like this, and it pops right out. So I don't like to stick anything in there, anything like that, because I want it to stay flat in the back. So I had bought this one from there. I bought this one from there. And just to let you know that these two came out fine. This little tiny one, it's so tiny that it's almost impossible to try to make a flower out of it. It was not a very successful mission for me. And also, I got this one. This one right here, you see how intricate that is? It's very difficult to use. To make it look like that, let me show you. These are the flowers. They turned out okay, but they're not, let me see. You can see the imperfections, I guess, if you were to look hard enough, but it's very hard, because you see there's so many little holes and grooves. It was really hard to do. I'm gonna have to master it. And I use Sculpey. I don't use the Fimo, and I didn't use the Craftsmart, which is I guess the generic one. But I was watching Arlene's video, and she used it, and she said it works fine. So, and that's only like 69 cents for a pack. But I used the Sculpey because they were all on sale for half off, so I only paid $1.25. So, and I still have a few more colors. And this is like the cream color. I really love the cream color. And you see they're glossy, and that's not how the clay comes out. I used a gloss. It's a Sculpey gloss that you put on after you cook it to make it shiny like that, because look at the difference. Do you see how dull? This is how they look when they're dull. You could probably use your sprays on these, but I just wanted them to be glossy. I didn't want them to have all the sparkles and stuff like that to it. So I just, I painted all of them. See, and there's the green. Oh, and also too, this right here, if you notice, it's Primo. It's the Primo Sculpey. So that just means that it's the kind that has glitter, and it's shiny, and it has really pretty colors. Now this right here is a little stickier, the clay, and this right here, the Sculpey clay, is very easy to knead, very easy. You only have to do it a few times and it's already to go. You do not have to, it doesn't break apart. When you peel it off, it's actual like clay, and it already has that consistency. So, but the Primo one is a little stickier. So you have to work with, don't knead it so much, I think, because when you over knead it, I think it just gets a little too sticky. So, and I don't like to use the powders, because I've used the powders in here, and what ends up happening on the clay is the powder is white. So when you're using purple clay and you put the white powder in there and you pop it out, it sticks to the clay. And that's what I did, because they said to use the baby powder. I tried that, and I hated it, because I popped it out and it had white. And that's not what I wanted. So, yeah, that's what I did. And here's the little roses. And they turned out really cute. These actually turned out really nice, and there's 2 different sizes. So that's just my input and thoughts on this. I had a blast because I made a bunch, and I'm going to actually go back onto moldmuse and try out a few other ones. I really like this size better, so I really want to get the bigger sizes. And they aren't so deep inside and tiny, so they can come out a lot nicer. And I used my X-Acto blade. That's what I meant to say. When you pop these out, when they get popped out of here, there's a lot of extra access to it. So all I did was get the X-Acto blade and I just cut it. You can't see it because it was a really clean cut. It was really easy, so you don't see any flaws on it. I absolutely love these. So this is my thought process on it, and this is how I worked it out. Hope you guys try it out. It's a ton of fun, and it's, oh my gosh, so much more less expensive than going out and buying them. And it doesn't take no time, honestly. Okay, so have fun, ladies. Thank you for stopping by. Mucho hugs. Bye.